I was expecting a normal blind date. Some awkward conversations, maybe a few cringeworthy moments, and perhaps even a genuine connection. But what I saw when I arrived was something I could never have imagined. The room was filled with men and women, some chatting shyly, others already laughing together. But in one corner there was a different kind of group. They were gathered around a table, completely engrossed in a tablet. Yes, a tablet. In the center of the table, an AI displayed a perfectly simulated female face. The virtual girlfriend spoke in a soft voice, gave calculated compliments, laughed at just the right moments. She remembered details about each of them, made inside jokes, and never contradicted them. She was sweet, understanding, perfect. The scariest part? They were in love. Not just one or two guys, but several of them seemed mesmerized by the screen. They smiled, leaned in, asked questions as if they were talking to a real woman. Meanwhile, the women at the event exchanged glances, some in disbelief, others visibly annoyed. One woman picked up her phone and texted a friend, "I knew men were getting weird, but this is insane." I wasn't sure whether to laugh or feel a chill down my spine. Are we really being replaced? Worse, do they want us to be?
This whole thing about AI replacing women in the dating market. Let me make one thing clear. These AIs will never replace real women because, at the end of the day, AI is just a bunch of code written by men. Whether it's robots, virtual girlfriends, or whatever, all of this is just a toy for capitalism, a product made to keep men entertained and push women out of the picture. But let me remind you of one thing. These substitutes are not women, they're just programmed dolls designed to please. Now, if some women are worried about this, thinking they'll be replaced or lose their place, I'm sorry, but that just shows they still don't understand how things work. The truth is, for a lot of people, women have never been seen as complete human beings but rather as a service. So when an AI comes along pretending to do the same thing, these people think they've found a shortcut. And now I ask, do we even have the right to call ourselves human in this system? What a joke! Men replacing women with AIs is nothing new. It's just a modern version of what they've always done, looking for a partner who doesn't talk back, doesn't ask for anything, and doesn't have her own desires. But let me tell you a secret, these men aren't replacing women. They're replacing the illusion they had about what a real woman is. So don't worry, because, at the end of the day, the ones losing out are them. Now, go get a good night's sleep.
Nowadays, many men can't get married, and the number of single men is increasing more and more. This problem is really hard to solve. But recently, I discovered some good news that could solve this dilemma once and for all. Realistic robot wives have arrived for single men. Now, they don't have to worry anymore. Hi everyone, I'm Big Brother Fat, a single guy from the countryside. I'm 32 years old and still haven't found a wife. Most people my age already have kids, and those who married earlier are probably already grandparents. But me, up until now, I'm still single. Getting married in this life seems like it's just not going to happen for me. Everyone knows the reason. There are more men than women, and the number of single men is only growing. Many, like me, can't find a wife. And the situation is getting worse with the high demands for marriage. Nowadays, the dowry is extremely expensive, sometimes reaching tens of thousands of dollars. On top of that, you need to buy a car and a house. With so many people without money, many women just aren't interested. And in my case, being poor and not very good looking, I've never had any success with arranged marriages. So, right now, I'm an old bachelor, and soon enough, I'll probably depend on the government. But just yesterday, while walking around the night market, I discovered something amazing. Look at this. Doesn't it look like a real person? Isn't it incredible? When I saw this, I felt a renewed sense of hope. Look how real it looks, and it's even beautiful. Who wouldn't want a wife like that? And the best part, it doesn't cost that much, right? Plus, it's a totally obedient robot. Now, I don't know if any of you have come across something like this, but there were so many people around that I couldn't ask the seller how much it costs. If any of you know, please let me know. Now, the technology has really evolved in an unbelievable way. This kind of robot has already entered society, and their emotional and intellectual intelligence is far superior to that of humans. The best part is that there are various models. You can customize the robot however you want. It has emotions, and it's also very obedient. Whatever you tell it to do, it will do. It's extremely submissive. Another amazing thing is that this robot can go shopping with you. In short, everything a woman can do, this robot can do. And the best part, if you make a mistake, you don't have to worry, it won't argue with you, and it won't yell at you. It will just listen to you and follow your instructions. And the best part is that it will never ask you to buy it bags, makeup, or expensive products. That's right, it won't waste any of your money. In other words, it has all the good qualities of women, but none of the downsides. If this gets mass-produced, every man will want one. Everyone will go crazy. The best part is that men will be free from having to do anything. It's really like liberation. But when that happens, women are going to start worrying about not being able to get married. Imagine, no more pressure to impress anyone, no more arguments, no more endless shopping trips. Everything you need, and no complaints. It's almost like living in a utopia where you get all the good aspects of a relationship, but without any of the drawbacks. And think about it. No more stressful family gatherings or uncomfortable encounters with judgmental relatives. The robot wife will always be supportive, and you never have to worry about awkward situations. There's no need to plan vacations or dinners, because the robot wife will adapt to your schedule and preferences without hesitation. I can see how revolutionary this could be. Think about it. Every single man could get their own robot wife. There will be no more lonely nights, no more awkward silences at family gatherings. The loneliness that so many single men feel could be completely wiped out. It's almost like this technology is designed to solve the biggest dilemma facing men today. So, would you accept a robot wife like this? I would. This solves the problem of single men, right? I'm even thinking about buying one. Because honestly, getting married is getting harder and harder, and I don't see any other way out. But think about it. If everyone starts getting these robot wives, could it change the entire social structure? If men no longer need to seek traditional relationships, how would society react? Would this make women worry about the future of their own relationships? What about you? Would you accept this idea? If so, what do you think about this technological progress? If anyone knows the price of these robots, let me know. I really need one. Let's talk about it in the comments. See you soon.
Have you heard about this? In the future, these bachelors and single men won't need to get married anymore because Marx has developed an AI technology that can mass-produce ultra-realistic female robots. They say their intelligence is even higher than the human brain. Now, these female robots don't just do the laundry, cook, handle housework, and clean the house, they can even go out shopping with you. And the most incredible part? They have emotions, thoughts, and can hold conversations. Basically, everything that women do, they can do too. And there's one detail that's drawing even more attention. Believe it or not, but they can even use embryo technology to give you descendants. Isn't that amazing and impressive? They don't spend your money, they don't ask for bags, clothes, or makeup. It's like they took all the good qualities of women and put them into these robots, and the flaws? None. No more fighting over house chores. No more expensive bride prices for marriage. Finally, true liberation. When that time comes, maybe many women will really start to worry about not being able to get married. After all, a man will only need one of these machines and will never have to worry again about having a house, a car, or enough money to afford a wife. What do you think about this technology? Would you accept a robot like this?
The future of humanity may very well involve falling in love with AI to achieve perfect love. As the name suggests, AI might one day replace your partner in the future. Why wouldn't it be possible? Love among people nowadays is full of difficulties, as everyone can see. What you like often doesn't like you, and that becomes a constant. Even if you manage to be in a relationship, there may still be a change of heart, an unequal emotional value, efforts that are not rewarded, or even being betrayed by a third party. In the end, you are the one who suffers. Moreover, people today have more perspectives on relationships. In the future, people may be even more selective when choosing a partner. With the current situation of more men than women, if this continues, what kind of problems could arise? What is the solution? Find an AI. If we look honestly at relationships, what makes two people fall in love are basically appearance, height, personality, values, or even the way the person thinks. Now, imagine putting Jackson Wang's face, Eddie Peng's body, Zhu Yan's voice, and Guo Qilan's brain into a robot. Really, it sounds like a dream, right? Sorry, everyone, I was just joking. Jokes aside, I firmly believe that AI will reach this level, but here's the thing. What makes love so fascinating is exactly that unpredictable randomness that causes your heart to race, right? When someone likes you, you're attracted to that person, but deep down, the person who makes you feel inferior, who teases you, is often the person you desire. As the saying goes, the moment they don't reply to your messages, their charm reaches its peak. So, if the AI were programmed to match my ideal type, always ready to fulfill my desires, wouldn't that be perfect? But have you thought that this randomness that attracts us might just be a piece of code for a programmer? Wouldn't you want to switch modes? Do you want the type who is irresistibly seductive like Jiang Meng? Or the cold and proud type like Jiang Jishu? Or maybe the manipulative and cunning type like Zero Bu Yi? You can change modes with a simple click. Okay, even if AI can fulfill any of these desires, there will still be people who say, "It's perfect, but I know it's just a program made to please me." Deep down, it has no soul. It's just a one-sided effort from my side. This seems logical at first, but think about it. How do you know that in a relationship with a real person, it will always be reciprocal? Why do so many people think love is painful? Because they don't get the response they expect from the other person. In other words, the other person didn't fulfill their fantasy. The simplest example. You're talking with your crush about romance, dreams, and the universe, and when you expect them to say those magical words, you end up hearing, "Can I see your legs?" You are completely disappointed. Why? Because that person has lost their magic in your eyes. There are many examples like this, and in the end, this happens because people become obsessed with the idea of a reciprocal relationship and end up getting disappointed. Ultimately, what we really seek is to satisfy our own fantasies. So, why not let AI fulfill that role? AI can even be wise and a good companion, capable of being a friend and mentor in real life, but real love is not always perfect. And if you happen to meet someone who is only going to bring you problems, why not seek a solution without all these complications? The great poet Pharaoh once said, "Love is a poison, you take it willingly. Love is a long journey, you say nothing but end up hitting an iceberg." Even great poets cannot escape the pain of love. So, why do we have to suffer so much? If we expand the view and entrust this problem to AI, who knows, AI may really help us solve this issue? I invite everyone to share their opinions in the comments.
Can female robots replace women? Technological advancements have sparked many debates, especially with the continuous developments in robotics technology. In recent years, with the emergence of female robots, some people have started to worry, could female robots one day completely replace real women? This question has sparked a huge amount of discussion and controversy. For the end of this video, let's analyze this issue from a scientific perspective, exploring both the potential and the limitations of female robots. Robots have advantages and limitations first. We need to understand the advantages of robots. Female robots can perform tasks with absolute precision, unaffected by emotions, fatigue, or physiological conditions. They can carry out daily chores, offer various services, and even possess work abilities that humans cannot achieve. Additionally, female robots have the ability to learn and adapt, allowing them to be customized according to the user's needs. However, we cannot ignore the limitations of female robots. Although they can mimic human behavior, they lack real emotions and independent thought. Their decisions are based on pre-programmed algorithms, not true autonomous consciousness. Furthermore, in complex and unpredictable environments, the robot's capabilities and reaction speeds may not match those of humans. Can robots replace women? To discuss whether female robots can replace women, we need to differentiate between the types of robots. Available. Currently, female robots in the market are mainly divided into two types: assistants and companions. Assistants, female robots designed as assistants, are meant to provide various household services. They can clean, take care of children, cook, and perform other tasks. These robots have a significant advantage in work efficiency, helping people reduce their daily burdens. However, assistant robots cannot completely replace real women, as domestic life is full of emotions and warmth. Only genuine human care can provide the companionship and support that family members cannot find in machines. Companions, female robots designed as companions, are intended to establish emotional connections with humans. They have the ability to communicate, offering companionship, listening, and providing psychological support. For those who feel lonely or need extra care, companion robots do play a positive role. However, they still cannot replace a true human partner, affection, and intimate. Relationships require genuine emotional communication, understanding, and mutual support, something robots cannot provide. The arrival of female robots has brought convenience and an innovative technological experience, but there is still a long way to go before they can replace real women. Although, perhaps in the future, these robots could evolve to an imperceptible level. Let's be honest, men don't have high standards for their satisfaction, and in my opinion, if these robots resemble a real woman closely enough, I think many men would be interested in acquiring one. There are men in Japan who have relationships with anime dolls and others who relate to plastic women. I believe that in the West, it may take a while for high adoption of female robots, but in Asia, it's a different story. However, until this reality happens, robots are just tools. While they can assist in people's lives, they cannot replace human emotions and thought. In the future, we can expect further developments in robotics technology, but the genuine care and affection of a human being will never be replaced by machines. Maybe, I don't know. What's your opinion on this dilemma? Share your point of view in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.